My name is Bailey Myers, and I'll be showing you a presentation on the Picture Archiving Communication System, otherwise known as the PAC system. The PAC system is comprised of both hardware and software that helps a hospital communicate, as well as send images, amongst a couple other things, but its main job is to help communicate and send information safely. The PAC system is used by employees to add information to patients' files for other employees to read. That way doctors can read it and basically go ahead and get that information back to their patients or whoever else needs it to go ahead and help patients get their information faster and more effectively. There are no requirements required to use the picture archiving and communication system when you work at a hospital or a clinic or anything where you are exchanging somebody's medical information. You will go ahead and be using the PAC system, so it just kind of comes with the job. There are different types of PAC storage. There is short-term storage as well as long-term storage. The short-term storage will allow images to be pulled up in about 3 to 5 seconds through the system, but they're only kept around for maybe a couple months to a year. The long-term storage takes a little bit longer to pull up these images, and they can be held for a much longer time, if not years, but they are most likely from short-term storage is for more recent visits, as long-term storage is for visits that may have taken place well over a year ago, if not years ago. So there's also different types of storage regarding where. So there's local storage and there's wide storage. Local storage is more used with short-term storage, and it is the facility where it is kept is less than 50 miles away from the location, quote-unquote, holding the information. Wide storage is used with long-term storage. It is more than 50 miles away from the location that is holding the information. Wide storage and long-term storage are normally larger server farms that are kind of like a mass server farm of a lot of information, whereas a local storage and short-term storage are kept in a smaller storage area that is very much a lot closer to the facilities. So what makes up a PAC system? Image modalities such as radiography, computed tomography, sonography, and many more. It is made up of also communication networks. There are special ways to go ahead and communicate through the system, and a lot of times you require a password to go ahead and use the system itself. There's also special integrated display workstations that are special computers that have very specific software on them. So that is that combination of software and hardware that make it possible for everybody to communicate clearly and go ahead and protect that patient's information and such. Work computers with special programming on them. That kind of ties into the PAC's archive and server. So that is the protected server farms we were talking about with the local and the wide storage. Those are a part of the hardware as well as the workstations, and that's how the software and the hardware would tie together to go ahead and make this safe and make sure it doesn't violate HIPAA or anything like that for the patient's medical information. The cost to set up a PAC system can range widely depending on where the PAC system is going into, if it's a small clinic or if it is a very large hospital system or if it's many hospital systems altogether. it can range from anywhere from $50,000, much higher than the 250, but on average is what I found online for smaller hospitals and clinics is the 50,000 to 250,000. Here are some of my resources. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day.